The bill proposed by the federal government to register religious institutions further regulate the activities have been vehemently rejected by the Christian Association of Nigeria and some notable religious leaders. The bill aims to put companies under the Allied Acts of the Corporate Affairs Commission and, however, instate a supervising minister to oversee the board of trustees of the religious body, which in turn would help regulate the activities of churches and mosques. CAN President Reverend Sam Ayonkile has come out to say that this is not acceptable in all ramifications. What do you think? Welcome to Vox Pop on Flip TV. I am Christian Chuku.
In Nigeria, I just wonder what is going on in Nigeria because church, I believe, it's a body of its own that has to play its own rule by itself. That is why they have CAN presidents. Automatically, church have its own body. You understand? This is all about God. It's not human. One thing we need to consider in this situation is God first before any other thing. But in Nigeria, we've learned to put government first before God. That is why we are suffering. Every sector in Nigeria is not functioning just because why? We refuse to acknowledge God. You understand? I think the high time we start acknowledging God as our mentor in everything that we do, the better for us. Because if government itself rise against God, who are you that you know you can put authority, that you will put a supremacy over God?
So they are saying that churches they make money from tithes and offerings.
Churches are making tithe from offering. Did it start from this generation? It's not from this generation. Methuselah was a tax. He collected a tithe from every other people. Did he pay tax? Did the church pay tax then? What are we doing today in this generation? What I'm seeing here is that it did not happen like this in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. God went there and he destroyed it. Do we want to cause destruction for this generation? I so much believe that the whole money that federal government of Nigeria has been making, they should use it for themselves because we are not benefiting anything from them. They should leave church alone. Church is the body of its own. They have CAN president, for God's sake. They should leave church alone. They should focus on this insecurity that we are seeing in Nigeria today, that Nigeria is not being secured. You are saying you have closed boundary, you have closed borders, but yet terrorists, we are seeing that they are coming from outside to come and terrorize Nigeria.
In one state, they are free of terrorists.
They are free of terrorists. We are just hearing. We are not there. We are just hearing. Today we hear that these states are free of a terrorist attack. Tomorrow we hear that in that same state they are bombed again. So it's a thing that has come to Nigeria to stay. They should focus on that. They should forget about church. Church is a body of its own. I think I somewhat believe that if they CAN and or so-called CAN president should allow that to happen, that means is he really doing the work of God? Because God did not. If the tithe that we are talking about is not God that is eating the tithe, it's human and is the normal thing, and it's recommended in the Holy Bible. So if you start telling them to start paying the tax, who is going to be eating the tax? Federal government. You are eating the tax from us, the indigenous of this nation. You are eating the tax from us, the indigenous of this nation. Yet we are not benefiting anything from you. You still want to go and eat from God. I so much believe anybody that is bringing that idea should remember someone who sank Bible in the sea in this Nigeria. Where is he today? So please, I advise them to please stay on their own and allow church to grow. That is what I have to say.
Oh, this is Nigeria government upon not all the own mind where they get. They don't see that. They don't even fear God self. They say they want to go collect us or church. No, nah, it's not good like that now. Even me now, why they plant ever open my own church like this, and so does he collect us, man.
Then they be government now.
Even though they be government, they're not supposed to do like that. They're supposed to think the way Nigeria will take get balance. All the own money will be like they get for the own account. How they do? Now the church tax money now they don't want to do Nigeria. Forget they get plenty, but not be that church. The things where they do since where they born the papa they come. What thing they don't do for Nigeria?
Churches they make money. According to some people, say churches they make money.
So wetin you dey try tell me now say church na make money pass
anything wey anybody
for Nigeria.
anybody wey make money suppose dey registered.
So this lockdown of 18 now, they never think the way they take solve am. They think about how they take collect money for pastor one. E not good like that now.
So you know
I don't want all those that kind of word. I never would like
say
it.
you
Answer.
church now, you say
Me self, I dey plan to open my church. So now so because they tell me to say make I go pay tax. I'm
if
motivated.
dem tell me pay tax, you no go pay.
I no go pay tax sef. You don't know say I no go pay.
Government.
No, me no go pay because my church sef they no go even know say I open church. Fit hide, fit dey one kind corner.
What I see is this. There are two issues there. If federal government, they don't have ulterior motive, maybe like take over churches or want to try to turn Nigeria to one religion. If not, if they won't, it's better they do it. Hey, why it is that you see when we are telling all this our religious leaders, especially Christian leaders, when they started flexing their muscle, their money, living a flamboyant life, living a reckless life, spending money like somebody that is printing money, we were warning them that this lavish spending is too much. So it was how they spend that attracted the federal government. He who carry a wood with insects come home is in fact lizard. They were the one that attracted those pastors. They were the one that attracted when a man of God started having like three private jets. Wait, let me tell you, it's business. It's not business of government. Also, it's business of government. Government everywhere around the world always look for money. They look for money. So when you are still where there is money, won't you go there? And they are under your domain. If church want to say they are not under government, why register with CAC? Are you telling me those big churches are not registered with CAC? They register with CAC so to tell you that they are under government. Any organization in this country that is not ready to subject itself to the government is anti-government. So because before you can register, if you are registered under government, definitely you are under the authority of that particular government, and they can make law. Whatever law they make, and president sign it, has become law.
Some people will not agree with you because they say
And they may not.
churches is
They might not. Let me tell you, churches and NGO.
not a company.
It's not. Let me tell you, that is why Nigeria we have to sit down and think. There are so many system in Nigeria that cannot make this country move forward. Almost everything. You see, when there is corruption in everywhere, that system of corruption will allow people to live. Maybe it has become part and parcel of our life to corrupt. You cannot eat without embezzling. That's what become part of church. Many people, as I'm talking now, tomorrow I may be the beneficiary of church. When government don't do, church give little, but it has become an avenue of corruption, embezzling public fund. Church money is also public fund. I'm telling you, it's also yes, church money is also part of public fund. As we pay tax to government, so also people pay tithe and offering to church. So it's also part of public fund. Every money circulating in this country. Oh, that's why Nigeria we have to sit down and redo all this our system. You will see some of these businessmen, too many of them will have to invade tax. They don't want to pay tax. That likewise you will see church, public fund. Somebody will just put an I support it. If government don't have ulterior motive of maybe take over of church or want to Islamize Nigeria, that money flowing in the church needs to be watched. It's regulated. They should know who spend who, how much they spend, how much they can spend, how much a GO can spend in a particular money in the church. So I'm in support of it.
Go possible. Making my church possible at the mosque.
register church.
Huh?
And the registration.
Kò yẹ kó possible.
The government register company.
Mo understand tó ń sọ náà.
Wọ́n wá ṣe náà, wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n máa ṣe.
Kò yẹ kán ṣe torí pé kí ni gbogbo Ọlọ́run kan náà lájọ ń sìn, kò yẹ ká tún mọ sanwó lẹ́yìn ìgbà tá à ń sin Ọlọ́run tó dá wa. Kò possible.
Wọ́n ṣe tithe, wọ́n ṣe offering,
Ọlọ́run lè yẹn ń ṣe yẹn fún un.
that's why wọ́n fẹ́ register church.
No, not possible.
My brother, company and church is different. You understand? They are preaching the word of God. Today I might not decide to say I don't want to go to that church again. Nobody will stop me. You understand? Church is different thing. Church is a different thing. It's the work of God they are doing there. So we know that they're supposed to pay tax, but not like that. Not the way government is taking it. Government taking it like serious. You understand? The one happened that happened in Niger Delta, that audio government eat audio money. Why they no go and do their trust fund in that place? You understand? The one that got Swill and the one that got Swill and the other crook member, that they chop almost close to 80-something billion. Why they no go and investigate that one? And they should not tell them that they should be paying tax and they should come and pay all the money back.
Wait. Some churches are making money.
We know that
Pastors buying private jets. So don't you think that they should regulate these people?
Right? See, pastor buying private jets. You understand? There are some people that they need to go and, you understand, pray for person within like within 24 hours. They're supposed to be there. So do you want pastor should not go and enter the next private plane that will go to this thing? You understand? So that's why there's a reason why they bought that jet for them. You understand? I'm not sure
It's not the business of government.
It's not the business of government. The church, this is the church work of God. Work of God, and the normal, you know what the government is doing now. Government are working for the people. You understand? We put them there. You understand? So God is a different case. You understand? Collecting tax from church is good, but they just collect the normal tax they used to collect from church.
But they should register churches, sir.
They should register churches. Normal. If any organization,
as a company,
any organization need to be registered.
As a company,
But collecting tax from church is not good.
you know, some pastors are making it a business center. That's why they are using it for business.
Since when you have been working, I've been collecting tax from you any month end. Just then you should bring out your tax profile. Since when you have been paying tax, so every month they should bring it out. No one will bring it out for you. You understand? Me, I pay tax every month, but till now I can't even see my tax. I can't even see my tax profile. How much I've even been giving government?
The government is collecting.
Yes, they are using that money for another thing. And they are collecting that. Then they are putting it in their own pocket. We don't know. You understand? I don't know. But collecting tax from church is not good because it's the work of God. Do you know how many? Okay, let us take the University of is it the Covenant University that Pastor, I've forgotten his name, so Bishop Edokpo. Do you know how many giving food that you have given people for the next privilege that don't have anything? So why do they want to collect tax from church? Why must it be the church? They should go and collect tax from any beer parlor. That one will know, because that one that is an organization. It's also a company too, where you can, a restaurant where you can drink, but not from church. It's the work of God. Okay. Can you believe that sometime on Sunday, everybody cannot decide that they don't want to pay offering today. Some people tell you, since you guys want to be collecting, and nobody will pay offering and tithe again now, so that they will not send any money to collect and tax again. How will you think that the church will grow? Some people use that money, that offering and tithe, they use to build the church. So why do you want to collect tax from church? You understand? That money, that offering, and they think that church is collecting a huge money because they see a lot of crowd. Do you think there's everybody that used to pay offering? Sometimes I cannot lie. Sometimes I don't used to pay offering when I go to church. You understand? It's not everybody that you see in church that pay offering. Some people don't used to pay offering in church. So that is it too.
Sir, what do you think about the registration of churches? Like I said,
there's no reason. I don't see the government coming into church issues. Church is an independent body. It's a religion, it's an independent body. So government coming in to regulate the church, it means it's of no use.
you say some pastors have turned churches to business.
It's not all about. It's not business. It's not business. Church is not my business.
Collecting of tithes, offering.
It's not a business. It has its own. It's a religion of its own. It's a body of its own. It's an independent body. So it's not all about business now. Whether they collect tithe or offering, it's not all about business.
Yeah, they are saying churches, they build schools, they have universities.
But those schools are paying taxes. Yes,
It's wrong that they regulate.
it's very, very wrong.
You don't accept it.
Church, the government has nothing to do with regulating the church. Nothing. The church is an independent body of its own. As far as those churches are building schools and whatever, and they are paying taxes, that's enough.
They should not regulate what
At all,
what
no.
is coming.
No, they should face their own business.
Do you think that government should not in any way have
They shouldn't even interfere in church issues or even any religion.
but the church is under a country. And
Of course, definitely. There's no way a church has never fallen from the sky before. It hasn't fallen from the sky before. Even from the onset of religion, from the New Old Testament as a Christian to the New Testament, the church has never fallen. No religion has ever fallen from the sky, and no government has ever interfered in the business of religions. So it's a satanic thing. If I should put it that way. I'm sorry for the media aspect of it, but it's not unfair.
not in support of anything.
I'm not in support. The churches they should face those schools, those churches who are building schools and whatever. They are paying taxes. They are remitting their so
What do you think the Christian Association of Nigeria and other bodies should do?
they should stand by their decision because there's a division in the Christian in the can. There's a division in the can. So some doesn't even know exactly what it means by the church being an independent body from the government regulatory agency. So the Christian body should also stand by their right and defend their right. They should not play any game. They should not be trying to be diplomatic or to try to know, because if they try it, it's going to be a problem along the way. The government will now have more interference in the church. The government will decide what the church should do at any time. So they should not allow that. They should stand on their ground and defend their right, because it's a right. The church has a right to operate. Any religion has a right to operate in the society.
There is a popular opposition to this bill by Nigerians, which are saying that it is not conventional with religious practice, that government is different from religious body. They are saying that the government should focus on other sectors of the society and leave the churches alone. This is Vox on Flip TV. You can comment on our channel. I'm still your anchor, Christian Chuku.